Trent Bradshaw, Brandon Rogers, Bradshaw Financial Planning and Mind Your Money. Bringing you a portfolio update. Today is February the 8th, 2023. As far as the agenda, what we're going to talk about, first things first, we're going to talk about some data, talk about the Fed, and then secondly, we'll get into the portfolio and we'll talk a little bit about what has changed and why we made the changes. All right, let's talk about some of the data that we've seen in the last week in regards to the economy as a whole. The employment numbers came out extremely strong. So that's pretty much given the Federal Reserve the firepower to continue on their pace of interest rate increases. Although when we look at the probabilities going into the May timeframe, we do see them potentially pausing at that point, which is what we expected before. But again, with that increased jobs number, that does give the Fed the fuel that they need to go ahead and do the March increase. So we expect that. The language that the Fed came out following that report, pretty much what we expect. They're on pace. They're being open with this. They say they're going to stay. They say that they're going to stay focused on increasing interest rates and monitoring inflation and making sure that they keep it under control. So that being said, as we move into the end of the second quarter to the third quarter, we do expect things to improve. Right now, growth on most corporations is muted a little bit. We do see that improving going into the second half of the year. The question is, the market's rallied so far this year, so we're coming back with a little bit of adjustment to the portfolios. And the reason why we're doing that, kind of talk a little bit about it.
Yeah. So the changes that we've made, again, this is part of the process, is kind of ease back into the equities fully. So we still got some defense built into the portfolios, but kind of reducing some of the dividend payers, reducing some of the precious metals. Still don't have a full allocation of technology just quite yet. So again, this is part of that process of kind of easing this back in, because again, we think the guidance from the Fed has been positive, and then hopefully, like I said, they do pause for the second half of the year. That would be a positive for the market as well, we think. So again, those are the changes that we made. We'll continue to stay nimble and stay on top of it. But again, any questions anybody has, feel free to reach out. But again, thanks for joining us. It's Brandon Rogers and Trent Bradshaw, Bradshaw Financial Planning and Mind Your Money. Take care.